Angry guy here, and the black woman who attacked the passport bro could get 30 years in prison. Guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million. By subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, like the video, and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. The black woman who attacked the passport bro could get 30 years in prison. We've actually talked about her a few times, but I want to talk more about the fact that she is facing up to 30 years in prison, even though some of you say that you don't think she'll ever serve a day in her life. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video, and then we will talk more about the situation.
Oh,
Two passengers.
oh shit! Oh my god! Yo!
I dare you with your gay ass.
Oh my god!
I dare you. What you trying to be on? What you trying to be on? I'm on whatever you want. I'll beat you the fuck up. What you trying to be on? If you really fuck Philly, what you trying to be on? It's whatever. I'm trying to be. Say
somebody know it.
one thing and I'm gonna rock your shit. Rock your shit.
You told me I got dubbed.
Stop being a dickhead. Shut up. Stop being a dickhead. Stop. No, you're only one
Respect
dickhead.
that lady when they want to see a real one.
I'm friendly. I'm not a
Lady the real one.
You're not even from Philly. We don't have to argue what you're gonna be on.
Ooh!
I am.
Oh my God.
Yo! Why they carrying her? Damn! Why they doing all that?
So, for those of you that don't know who she is yet, so this woman was carried off a plane in Miami after trying to fight a passenger and bite cops. So she went after a passport bro that was minding his own business, and she messed around and found out 4 cops dragged this woman off the plane, off a Frontier Airlines flight by her limbs after she threatened to attack a fellow passenger and tried to bite responding cops. Her name is Simone Brida Kim. She's 24 years old, of Killeen, Texas, and she was caught on camera Tuesday arguing with a man aboard a flight bound for Philadelphia on the tarmac at the Miami International Airport. And she said, "I'll beat you the F up. What you trying to be on?" Kim yelled at a male passenger, "I'm going to rock your ass." And it was pretty bad. "If you're real, show me what's up. I'm going to beat you the F on this S. I guarantee you. I guarantee you," she continued. "You're not even from Philly," she said to the man at one point as a woman tried to intervene. Kim could then be seen refusing to leave the plane after a crew member tried to defuse the situation, with police later called to remove her. And there's a picture of her. This is the picture of this woman who thought that she was untouchable. She was on top of the world. She put hands on a cop. She tried to bite the cops. She kicked one of them. One of them almost fell down the stairs as they were removing her from the plane because of her actions. I mean, it was absolute assault. It was unbelievable. So police reportedly noted that she scratched an officer and tried to bite and kick others, while with one nearly being knocked down during the arrest. A passenger filmed her through the window being carried by a group of officers like a rag doll as they attempted to put her flailing body in a cruiser. So you know that she had to undergo a disrobing search. When they got her down to the precinct, they actually shackled both her feet, and she was fighting as they were shackling her feet. Spectators could be heard expressing their shock and bewilderment by the whole incident as they watched the arrest. So she actually lost some clothes there, and they're picking her up, they're dragging her over to, they're carrying her over to the car, and Kim faces two charges for battery on a police officer and one charge of resisting an officer with violence, both felonies according to Miami cops. And she also faces three misdemeanor counts of assault on an officer. There you guys go. Assault on an officer and a trespassing charge, and was released from jail after posting bond. Many of you have said that she probably won't serve a day in jail. This is absolute nonsense that you're saying. What she did was very, very serious. And based on additional information that we have, I talked about a little of this previously, but we're going to delve further into this because I think this is actually pretty serious. She could end up serving much more than that because of her terrible and despicable actions. So when you put your hands on a police officer, you're basically opening yourself up to some very serious liability that this foolish woman actually did. So in Florida, battery on a police officer is classified as a third-degree felony. The offense carries penalties of up to 5 years in prison or 5 years of probation and a $5,000 fine. If the defendant's conduct constitutes aggravated battery, the offense is upgraded to a first-degree felony, punishable by up to 30 years in prison. Any person convicted of aggravated battery on a police officer is subject to a minimum mandatory prison sentence of 5 years. That's the minimum, guys. So she's actually facing potentially 30 years in prison if the charge is upgraded. She literally scratched a police officer. She kicked a bunch of other police officers. I mean, obviously this was absolutely terrible. I mean, she really went in. So you can see that she is facing some serious time. She could get 30 years. They could upgrade the charge. This was multiple police officers that she did this to, and you don't even know what her conduct was like at the precinct, but we can already guess, considering how terribly she behaved when they were arresting her. I mean, and what she did to them. You can only imagine the additional things that happened once she was down in the county jail, and hopefully she will end up serving some really good time for her bad and terrible despicable actions. But you have to wake up and realize, as I've said countless times, that nothing lasts forever. She brought the situation onto herself, and she's going to have to face consequences. Despite everything, men have to realize that the best thing to do is not to engage when you're dealing with these Keishas and Karens, because Karen and Keisha are the same person. Don't let them fool you. Not all Karens are white and not all Keishas are black, but Karen and Keisha are the same person. If this young man, if this passport bro had engaged, if he had started screaming back at her, if he had tried to confront her, then it would have escalated the situation. And then she could have turned around and said that, oh, he was creating a public disturbance as well. They could have hauled him off and he would have ended up in jail alongside this Keisha. And we know as men, we always get it worse. So, we always end up getting it worse. But this man played it cool. He kept his mouth shut. He didn't argue with this Keisha. And as a result of that, she ended up being the one dragged off the plane and thrown into the back of a police cruiser, carried and then put into the back of police cruiser, and no one is empathetic for her. That's why I said, guys, you need to just walk away, get your money up, get things straight in your life, and don't focus on Keisha, don't focus on Karen, don't focus on women in Western society. These women are a distraction. That woman, that Keisha, she was a distraction for this young man that is walking away from Western society and trying to do better for himself, go overseas, find someone that's interested in him, or build a new life over there and find his peace, because you will never have peace in Western society. None of us will ever have peace in Western society. This is a country that cannot find peace. Okay, because the forces that be, the people in this country, do not want it that way. We will always, and I will say this again, we will always have this nonsense going on because of the way things are in Western society. That's why it's time to go. I made a video years ago called Men Leaving the West, where I literally said that I predicted that men would begin walking away from Western society and going overseas to find new opportunities. And guess what? It is coming to a fruition. Men are waking up. Men are realizing there's nothing left here for them. Or if they're sticking around, they're getting a piece of land, buying some acres, putting a camper on it, and living cheap, or living in a van, or they're moving into the woods and doing that, living out in the woods, and that's about it. Or building a cabin, because there's no point. Western society is absolutely deteriorated, and like I said, for a man, less is more. Less clutter, less nonsense. That's luxury living for a lot of guys. There's so many guys that are living literally out of a backpack right now, and it's the best experience of their lives. And you have to realize, as men walking away, we are the prize, and they're gonna follow us. The black women, white women, Hispanic women, all of these women in Western society, they're gonna follow us. They're gonna follow us as we're going overseas. Because they don't have anything else. They have nowhere else to go. And as America deteriorates, what are they gonna do? They're gonna mimic. So what do? They're gonna follow the leader. And despite what they say and how they act, we are the leaders. Okay. So these Keishas, these Karens, all of them, they are going to follow behind us. Guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million subscribers. So subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, like the video, and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. The black woman who attacked a passport bro could get 30 years in prison. What do you guys think regarding this? Do you guys agree that she's going to end up getting some time? What she did definitely merits this, and we're going to keep on following this story. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll talk about it there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.